So if you have to fix the list of vulnerabilities post-production, you have to spend the 30x to 100x of the cost that is required to fix pre-production. 30x.
That's insane.
I said, boss, if it is 30x, better fix it now.
Yeah.
So like how you run an automation suite, we simply say, boss, you run it through Boman.
Can you elaborate for the viewers what DevSecOps and its practices are?
Yeah. I felt in this whole journey, DevSecOps is something that has been very, very beautifully ignored by us. So DevSecOps is part of ASH, threat hunting, and then we also do a significant red teaming activity there. So for DevSecOps, people say, you have 3 teams to collaborate, which is operations, your developers, and your security.
Correct.
People say, man, I'm a startup. I'm just getting started. Why do I need DevSecOps? I don't even have a CI/CD pipeline.
Yeah.
I don't have even a DevOps in place. How do I start with DevSecOps? And the moment we talk about application security, people say, I have SAST, I have DAST, I have IAST, I have secret scanning, I have vulnerability management. Man, what do I look at?
Yeah.
The industry is now talking ASOC, which is application security orchestration and correlation. It has moved to ASPM now, which is application security posture management. So we said we wanted to make it easy. My simple objective is, how do I democratize cybersecurity?
Yeah.
And how I can give best defense to everybody possible. So in that process, we did a lot of research and then finally arrived at a product called Boman, which is like a application security ASOC or ASPM product or a DevSecOps product, way we call it, because industry understands it differently. The team person, somebody may understand ASOC, somebody may understand DevSecOps. So we said it needs to be simple. It needs to be a simple plug and play where you put in. It has to consolidate. The ASOC whole concept is to consolidate information from multiple tools, put them together. Today, the biggest problem in industry is that you have set of SaaS tools, you have set of DAS tools. They run them independently. And all of those vulnerabilities are listed separately.
Yes.
It is by scan, not by the application, which is the core.
Right.
You wanted everything by application. We said, we'll go one level down. Why can't I map from scan to by application to by developer who has put it in the deployments?
Right.
So we went to that journey and said, we will consolidate all the results, put all of them in place, put an AI engine to it to understand what are the list of vulnerabilities that are immediate priority for us. So we got all the inputs, not by type of scan, by SAST, by DAST, by everything, by application. And then we mapped by application, because we know who deployed, who's the developer who did this, because we have multiple, everything coming to a CI/CD pipeline. We listed the list of vulnerabilities, prioritized them. And the biggest challenge with all of these tools is 70 to 80% are false positives.
Yeah.
So now, how do you remove false positives? Okay, if system removes something and I wanted to make a true positive, then what do you? So we built a whole dashboard ecosystem where it can interact with users, mark some as false positive, or mark what is mentioned, already marked by the system as false positive back to true positive, and then put a list of vulnerabilities, get the list of remediation items that we can do. Based on the priority, we also put in the remediation suggestion. So we integrated ChatGPT there, because now the luxury is there. So we had an engine to prioritize, and then now with ChatGPT, we could get the best solution for you, and then communicate back to them saying, these are your priorities. So now a single platform, starting from your SaaS to secret scanning to DAST to SEA, which is composition analysis, everything together, listed by vulnerabilities. The question came, why are we doing all of this?
Yeah, I mean, but it's also, that's a boon for CISOs. Like, if I'm thinking about it, like a single pane of glass software that basically consolidates applications that do not talk to each other, or processes that don't talk to each other. That, I think, has a lot of scope.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So the question, so we said, the earlier, I think, as a journey that I've gone through, I've seen a lot of failures myself, one after the other. But the reason that we analyzed, I think now gave us a lot of strength to go behind. Are we ahead of the market curve? Am I understanding industry challenges and market shifts that are happening? Am I backed by a solid market data that I'm going behind in building a product? So once we did this, we found this problem to be significant. 84 out of 100 applications, 100 are targets. 84 out of 100 attacks target applications.
Okay.
So it's 84% are targeting web applications. Okay, if that's the case, then the second journey we did was 70, you will not believe, 76% of the applications when scanned for first time had significant list of critical vulnerabilities.
Oh my God.
A little more stats for you, if you can visualize it. 90% of companies across the globe, they do not protect their business assets securely. With a 300 plus billion cybersecurity market and a 10.5 trillion expected 2025 cybercrime cost. See, cybercrime cost, we had
How much did you say?
10.5 trillion is cybersecurity,
God.
cybercrime cost. See, it was 3 trillion in 2015. We are looking at 10.5 trillion in 2025.
How do you even imagine that number?
So that's a cybercrime cost. And cyber industry on the other side is coming with 300 plus billion in 2028. That's the focus we are looking at. And because it's obvious, right? So 90% of the people do not have a basic security things in place to protect their business assets securely.
Right.
Now with all of this in place, we said we need to democratize security. So with this stats, we built this Boman platform. Now a simple plug and play tool integrates into your CI/CD pipeline. Matter of minutes, you are up and running, and all your scans are automated runner. We have integrated all open source tools already. Nice. Commercial tools on need basis, based on whatever your preferences, we can integrate and give it to you. Of course, whatever licenses that you need, you have to put in. Now you have, for one scan, for SaaS, you can have multiple tools. Right. DAST, you can have multiple tools, both open source and commercial. Right. Now all scans are run, consolidated, vulnerabilities are listed, false positives removed, things are prioritized, and it comes with a list of remediation steps that you can do. Okay. And that's the power that you have in front of you. So now with that, my job becomes simple. As a CISO, what do I expect? I want all my applications to be secure, because that's the most vulnerable point. If 80% of the attacks are happening on application security, let's protect that. Right. So we put that in place. So then to the CISO, we say, boss, this is how you protect. Now, the biggest advantage that you get in such a platform is, over a period of time, you educate your developers, because it is assigned back to the developer. Right. So developer thinks again, why is this guy asking me to fix it? See, now we have for quality assurance, what are we doing? If we take a simple parallel example, we have an automation suite. Whatever applications that we built, we run through the automation suite. The result that comes in are fixed before it moves to production. Correct. But now in terms of security, look at the challenge. If you have to, this is the stats from the industry again. So if you have to fix the list of vulnerabilities post-production, you have to spend the 30x to 100x of the cost that is required to fix pre-production. 30x.
That's insane.
I said, boss, if it is 30x, better fix it now. So like how you run an automation suite, we simply say, boss, you run it through Boman. If Boman results are clear, please go ahead and deploy it, because you have already taken care. For a basic security, in terms of BSH in place, you have Boman to begin with on your developer side, run the application through Boman, get it secured, and then deploy it, and then backend it after it has been deployed in production, do a thorough penetration testing. Got it. I think you're significantly covered from application security. So this journey of having Boman in place and the penetration testing followed, this together complement each other very well, and you have a full-fledged application security in place, significantly covered. Beautiful.
And as a small company myself, can I get started? How do I get started on Boman?
It's simple. So it is some people say I have a CI/CD pipeline. Right. Some people say I don't have a CI/CD pipeline. Right. My option is don't worry. Bring the application. We'll set up things for you. We'll put it in the place. You'll of course have a release cycle, a deployment cycle. You have a basic process in place. We will leverage them. You don't need any such expertise. The developer licenses are already available. You take it, you plug it, and then start running over it. So today we have multiple US customers who are using Boman platform. Nice. So to them, the biggest thing that Boman solves is, first thing, which is a common impediment. You, as a startup, I cannot afford a CISO every time. Yes. So that's when we say you partner with the right team, consulting cybersecurity team for us. So now, when you start with a startup company, first thing they say is, boss, I don't have a security expertise in-house. Yeah. My statement is, forget it. I don't have a CI/CD ecosystem. I don't have a process in place. My point is, don't worry, that's an easy problem to solve. Third thing is, boss, when you give a list of vulnerabilities, I don't know to make sense of A, B, C, D of it. My problem is, don't worry, because I'm going to give you a remediation steps and tell you why are we doing it. In spite of all of this, you come into account, you need a guy who can speak technology, who can speak operations, who can speak cybersecurity. I will come and sit in front of you and make sure that you fix the whole thing. So this journey that we took care of them made a lot of difference. For a company who don't have security in place, relying completely on Boman and a penetration testing followed. So this is very, very helpful and powerful in my opinion, which can take people from where they are to where they want to be.
Perfect.